All right, imagine speaking into the internet every day, sharing your best ideas, your best frameworks, your best advice, and still feeling invisible. Not ignored because you're wrong, not ignored because you're inexperienced, ignored because attention today is engineered. And most intelligent people don't realize that. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The internet does not reward the smartest voice. It rewards the clearest signal. And clarity online has almost nothing to do with intelligence. Let me explain. Right now, thousands of creators wake up every morning and post valuable content. They explain, they teach, they give advice. Yet the algorithm quietly buries them. But somewhere else, another creator posts something much simpler. Less information, less explanation, less effort, and somehow they dominate the feed. Why? Because they understand something subtle about human psychology. The brain does not chase information, it chases tension. Tension is the feeling that something important is about to be revealed, but hasn't been revealed yet. It's the same reason you finish movies at 2 a.m. even when you're tired. Your brain hates unfinished loops. So the creators who grow fastest online are not always the smartest teachers. They're the best tension builders. They create curiosity. They introduce a mystery. They make the brain ask a question it desperately wants answered. For example, instead of explaining a strategy immediately, they might say, "There's one mistake intelligent coaches make that quietly destroys their authority online, and almost nobody notices it." Now your brain wants the answer. You lean in. You stay longer. You keep watching. That small psychological shift changes everything. Because attention online isn't captured by information, it's captured by unresolved curiosity. But there's another layer almost nobody talks about. Curiosity alone gets attention, but authority keeps it. And authority doesn't come from saying more. It comes from saying less with certainty. Watch powerful communicators closely. They don't flood people with endless tips. They say one idea, clearly, calmly, confidently. And then they stop. Silence. That silence creates weight, and weight creates authority. Which leads to the final piece most creators miss. Consistency is not just about posting often, it's about training the audience's brain. Every time someone watches your content and learns something surprising, their brain builds a pattern. It starts expecting insight from you, and expectation turns into trust. Trust turns into attention, and attention eventually turns into influence. But this entire chain only starts when the first piece is correct. The hook, the tension, the curiosity that makes someone stop scrolling for just a moment longer. Because online, the battle isn't for information. Information is everywhere. The battle is for attention. And attention belongs to those who understand one simple principle. People don't stop scrolling for answers. They stop scrolling for questions they can't ignore. So the next time you create content, don't start by asking, "What should I teach today?" Start with a more dangerous question. What idea would make someone pause, even if they weren't planning to watch? Because once you master that, you're no longer competing with noise. You become the signal people were subconsciously searching for. And that changes everything. If this made you rethink how content works online, subscribe, because the next video will show you something even more powerful. Something that quietly separates invisible creators from the ones who build real authority online. And once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it.